Hi everyone, I'm Wilsonator, and welcome to the first monthly Q&A video. This is something that I have been planning to do for a while, ever since I got the join button on my channel. It's one of the features that members have, is they can ask me questions for a monthly Q&A, so this will be the first monthly Q&A that I'll do. I will try and get these out once a month, just going over some of the questions that people ask me, and then, just answering them, I guess. I've never really done this type of video before, so I do apologize if it's, not perfect, but here we go. So the first question we have, which is a big one, actually, because a lot of people on my comments and stuff have been asking this as well, but where is Fallout? Okay, so, Fallout New Vegas, I was enjoying it, okay? I was enjoying my playthrough of it, and a lot of people were enjoying it as well. Problem was, it kept crashing, man. The game kept crashing. I didn't show this in my videos, obviously, because I'm trying to make, entertaining videos, You don't want to see it crashing all the time. I think I showed one crash in the video, but 9 times out of 10, whenever I entered or exited a building, my game would freeze up and crash. And I mean, it was probably due to some of the mods I had, but I think it was too late for me to be able to remove them. So, unfortunately, I had to stop, because it was just, it was getting pointless. I would do a big part of the game, I would go through, a quest or something, and I'd forget to save, and then my game would freeze, and I'd have to do the whole thing again, and it's really hard to act like you've not already done it before, you know what I mean? Because I'm going through it again, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to show this whole thing twice, I just want to show the part that doesn't crash. But then you're trying to go through it acting like you haven't just done it 5 minutes ago, So it was a bit tricky trying to do that, but I don't know, man. I ended up just giving up on it. I might try and play again without any mods, just to try and hopefully not crash as much, because it was getting a bit ridiculous. It was every 5 minutes it would crash. Yeah, that's what happened to New Vegas, unfortunately. It's not the most ideal outcome. And, we will be doing Fallout 76 when it comes out next month, I think. It comes out in October, the beta. So I'm going to be playing a lot of that on my channel. Alright, so the next question, how long have you been doing YouTube for? Okay, this is a funny one, because I've been doing YouTube for a long time. Okay, so this channel, Wilsonator, this is my latest channel, okay? I have, let me think, I've got probably 3 or 4 other channels on YouTube, that I've done over the years, probably back as early as 2011, I started doing Minecraft videos, because that was all the rage back then. And then I had another channel later on. I did 3 Minecraft channels, and they never worked because they were so cringe. They were really, really cringe. And then I had another channel back in 2013, which was probably my most recent channel. It was 2013, 2014, and that channel was alright. I had about 200 subscribers on it, and I was uploading various games, but nothing was really sticking. I wasn't really getting a lot of views or anything, and I ended up just giving up. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to try and do another channel, and I started my Wilsonator channel in 2014 as well. But my channel didn't really pick up until 2016, when I started doing Rust, because before that I'd just been doing a load of variety games and stuff. Which you can see, they still, a lot of them are still on my channel. A lot of them I have made private because I think they were terrible. I don't know, maybe I'll make them unprivate at some point, but I think they were pretty terrible, to be honest. Yeah, that's kind of how long I've been doing YouTube. I've been a good few years, but I mean, doing it properly, 2 years. I started in April 2016, was when I started doing Rust. So that's where I kind of put it as when I started doing YouTube properly, When did you get the message about the Yogscast, and how did you feel when you were told? Alright, so before I answer this, there's something you have to understand is, I've been a fan of the Yogscast. I've watched the Yogscast for years. I mean, my channel, when I started doing Rust, that had roots with the Yogscast already, because I was playing on the Yogscast community server, because various Yogscast members at the time were playing Rust, so we had a community server that loads of people were playing on, right? So that's kind of where my channel started. So I had roots with the Yogscast already there. But I started talking to Barry in around April 2017. So it was April last year. It was just after Insomnia that Barry checked out my channel, and he sent me like a few messages sort of saying that, you know, he's quite impressed with the channel and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's really good feedback from someone who's part of the Yogscast, right? But then, yeah, probably around that time, April to June or whatever, he basically put forward an offer for me, basically asking, you know, would I be interested in joining? And I was like, hell yeah, I would love to join, you know. But things didn't get finalized until November. I joined properly in November 2017, so it's been almost a year since I joined. But yeah, man, I felt I was blown through the roof, to be honest. Like, I was so happy, dude. I can't really put into words how happy I was. What do you think about the current state of YouTube? To be honest, I feel like YouTube's in a better place than it was, say, a year ago now. For me anyway. YouTube, it's been going through some rough patches recently. I mean, the whole demonetization thing, which is still going on for a lot of people, I know that. For me, luckily, my videos have not been getting demonetized very frequently. I mean, out of the last, say, 50 videos I've uploaded, I'd say maybe 1 or 2 of them have been demonetized. So it's really not been a problem for me anymore, which is good, because that was one of those things that I know a lot of people were scared about. A lot of YouTubers were scared about the whole demonetization thing, including myself. But yeah, man, my videos haven't really been getting demonetized, so that's good. The adpocalypse isn't currently happening, so that's also good. So as a YouTuber, I think YouTube's in a pretty good state at the moment. Of course, that can always change, like, in an instant, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I think YouTube's in pretty a better place than it's been for a while. Who do you main in Overwatch? Well, I don't actually play Overwatch much anymore. I haven't played it really for probably about a year now. But when I did used to play Overwatch, I used to main Pharah. I don't know. I love playing Pharah, man. Like, I just love, like, firing rockets and stuff from the sky. But I didn't really main. I mean, I mained Pharah, but I played a lot of Reaper as well. I liked Reaper. McCree, I actually mained McCree for a while as well. I really like I like his gun. I really like how much damage it does if you can aim with it. Which I could, thankfully. I was quite good with it. Yeah, I don't know. I like to play a variety of characters, though, to be fair. I played Pharah a lot, but I was happy to play other characters too. What makes you wake up each morning? Probably my alarm. Honestly, like, I have to be honest, it's seeing all the comments and stuff, man. Like, I know a lot of YouTubers, like, their advice is not to read the comments, like, don't read the comments ever. But, like, for me, I feel like I'm quite lucky, because 99% of the comments I get are good. Like, I read through all my comments. I'm just saying, okay? I read through all my comments. I know I don't respond to them all because there's so many, but I do read all my comments that I get. And yeah, there are a few shit ones here and there, but that's always gonna happen, right? And I'm not gonna stop myself from reading through the comments just because of a few shit ones, you know? So I do read through all the comments, and yeah, man, I feel like that's kind of one of those things that gets me up in the morning, because it's just seeing how these, like, shitty videos I make, seeing how they can, like, make people's day and, you know, make people happier and stuff. That's such a weird feeling for me, but it's such a good feeling as well, because it feels like I'm actually doing something good. Yeah, that stuff really like motivates me when I see people saying that, you know, like, this video made their day and stuff. Like, that stuff really does motivate me to continue doing it, to get out of bed, etc. So, yeah, keep up the comments, please, because they do help. And okay, so final question we're going to go through today. What is your least favorite thing about Rust? Ooh, okay, so I'm kind of enjoying where Rust is at the moment, I must say. When I'm playing Rust, because I don't know if you know this, but I take a lot of breaks from Rust, right? I record like a big, especially this web that I've been uploading at the moment, I record a big batch of content, right? All in one go. And then I don't play Rust for maybe 1 or 2 weeks, just to kind of recharge my batteries and make sure I don't get burnt out on it, you know? But like when I'm playing it, I am kind of enjoying it at the moment, I must say. There's a few things I really dislike though. A big one, which is more of an annoyance than like a problem with the game, is obviously the pitch black nights, which I talked about in like one of my recent videos. I was talking about it, and I really don't see why they've done that. I mean, I know they did it to sort of combat people using like gamma to turn up their game brightness at night, but it just seems like such a stupid solution to make nighttime so dark that nobody can see. Why not make it light enough that everyone can see? You know, like when the moon is out in Rust, like when the moon is actually out and when it's light at night, that is perfect. The way that it looks when the moon is out is perfect. It's not too dark, it's not too bright. You can see. Sure, people can turn up their gamma if they want to, but it's not like they have a massive advantage. Like you can still see. Like I don't understand why we have to have these really jarring moments where it just gets pitch black. It doesn't look good. It's not fun for gameplay. Most people just sit in their base throughout the whole night, myself included, because it's just pointless. Like, why bother playing when you're just looking at a black screen? So that is one of my least favorite things. And I mean, another thing which isn't really a problem with the game, I would say is more a problem with the community, is the no-lifers, okay? And I know the devs can't do anything about that. It's just the community. But it is probably one of my least favorite things, is the people who just no-life the game. You can't compete with these people, because when a server wipes, you know, everyone logs on. I usually play for maybe 3-4 hours after wipe, which I think is a decent amount of time. But then these people that no-life the game, so they log on when the server wipes, and they will stay on all night, and then they'll be on throughout half the day the next day, playing, basically. Like, there are certain players who will literally stay on for 11, 12 hours straight. They'll go to sleep, wake up, first thing they do, log back into Rust, and they're on Rust all day again. And there's no way to stop them, because at the end of the day, it's their own time, it's their own life, they can do what they want, right? But in a game like Rust, where you're competing with other players for, like, you know, resources and everything, they have such a huge advantage over other players. And I mean, obviously that's more, you know, that's up to them. Like, they're willing to put their whole life into this game, but it just sucks because you can't compete with that unless you do it as well, which most people are not willing to do. Most people are not going to spend their entire life inside of a video game, right? So that's got to be probably one of my least favorite things, is do you have to deal with these people that will just basically live inside the game. They just are on 24/7, and it means that they're always going to be way ahead of everyone else on the server. You'll be on for 4 hours maybe on wipe day. Everyone's running around with bows, crossbows, revolvers, etc. You log on the next day, these guys have a massive tower, they have bolt action rifles, AKs, they're probably raiding people already, and there's nothing you can do about that, you know? I don't know, yeah, there's a few things I don't like about Rust, but, I mean, I'm kind of happy with the overall state of the game right now, I must say. I've been enjoying it. I think the scrap grind, yeah, it is a bit bad, but it really just depends what you want out of your wipe. Like, last wipe I played, the one I'm playing right now, I was actually fairly happy with how the scrap grind felt that wipe. It didn't feel that bad, because I didn't grind out a tier 3 workbench right away. I actually basically just collected scrap as I went, and eventually, you know, I just researched the items I wanted to research, and it just felt a lot more relaxing. So I'm gonna probably do that from now on, and not just grind out a tier 3 workbench as soon as possible. But yeah, I hope that answers the question. So I do have a few more questions from this month, basically, but I'm gonna probably save these questions just in case, because I don't know how many questions I'm gonna get for this month. So I've got a bunch of questions that I can go through, like in the next Q&A that we do. But I hope that this was entertaining to some degree, and, you know, this is a members only, like, asking the questions for the Q&A is a members only thing. I have to give some benefits to it, right? You know, so if you would like to join the channel and help support me, click the join button below. and I would greatly appreciate it. And of course, you can take part in the Q&As along with a few other perks. So anyway, yeah, let me know what you think of this. If you enjoyed it, yeah, we'll probably do the next one in October. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.